Ladies and gentlemen, every year we seek to find individuals who are interested in helping us to carry on the vision and the mission of the LLBC Foundation and the and the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus. And this year I am proud to say that it's great pleasure that we welcome a new corporate sponsor with us this year, the Coushatta Tribe of Louisiana. They are a new platinum sponsor for the LLBC Foundation and this brunch. The Coushatta Tribe is one of 4 federally recognized tribes in the state of Louisiana and the only one that still speaks its native language. Mr. David Sickey and his team sought us out because they are showing what happens when history, education, progress, technology, and community interests intersect. The Coushatta Tribe is an economic engine in southwest Louisiana, which benefits all of Louisiana. Mr. Sickey, will you please join us on behalf of the LLBC and the LLBCF? Here is a token of our appreciation.
Good morning, everyone. It's a huge honor to have for this invitation and to say a few words to all of you this morning. As an elected official, I'm just happy to be welcomed anywhere. And we try not to turn down any invitation in this day and age. But wonderful, wonderful. To all of you here, especially at this 34th annual Bayou Classic Scholarship Jazz Brunch with the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus and the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus Foundation. To the Foundation's chairwoman, Representative Patricia Haynes Smith, and to the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus Chairman, Representative Randall Gaines, and all caucus members. And to all who made this most crucial event possible, your work towards ensuring truly fair social economic policy and higher education opportunities for all Louisiana citizens is not only necessary, but a sacred vocation within a short list of humanity's eternal pursuits. There are few in this room who do not immediately feel the weight, the righteousness, and the priority of providing the next generation with the best possible life. Being with you and counted among you today, I assure you, is an honor of the highest. I wish to acknowledge the respect I personally and many of the Coushatta tribe have collectively for all of you and the Louisiana Legislative Black Caucus Foundation. Committing to join you as a diplomatic ally, a sovereign sponsor, and a long-lasting friend has always and will always be a natural fit for the Coushatta tribe. In the forced simplicity of our focus, we share in the faithful consummation of our future. We open our eyes each day, take every step to plan for tomorrow so that the next generation can see with greater vision, walk any path, and enjoy the privilege of equality. We know we rise today for setting tomorrow's horizons. We know we are the sons and daughters of elders who taught us the work of those words, and that we will one day see our sons and daughters rise from them too. My father, Ernest Sickey, who in 1972 led the reforms that helped to create the Louisiana Office of Indian Affairs and served as the first Native American hired by the state, will often share the story. Thank you. Will often share the story of his realization of true activism and the power of equality we are all capable of creating. And at that time, he was only a small boy. To hear my father tell the story today in person is a gift. And I'm grateful that my dad and our elders, like many of yours, would entrust and empower the next generation with the important work they began: perseverance, progression, and presence. In it, we have the highest honor of remembering the past, thinking of the future, while working today. It's an everlasting trinity of evolution, belonging only to those of us who are made from the dust of long, lonely rural roads, forming the shifts of the seasonal changes that ultimately pave the way for more walks of life to enjoy this thing we call humanity. Like many of you here this morning, I share a great sense of pride knowing the full strength of our community. Our past, despite its intended efforts to enslave us both then and now, instead fully realizes our potential, our bravery, and mastery of our future. We are not merely survivors. We are trained soldiers, having wrestled with exterminations in various forms, extremes of every kind of inhumanity, and repeated excavation of our wounds. We are still here. And as my father says, the struggles have made us stronger. In the greatest sense of the word, we are those who are blessed and able. We've conquered death while facing hell. When we gaze across this land with these eyes, we can be sure there is nothing so great on earth blocking our vision of the horizon today or tomorrow. We are resigned to something greater than humanity, deliberately giving our lives over to it, serving all in humanity through a holiness that surpasses all understanding, maybe including our own, and helping to build a world that didn't exist before. Most of my childhood was spent in the invisible part of a world no one wanted to acknowledge, and at worst, as a problem the government, our surrounding communities, and most of society wanted to disappear. But standing between that chronic elimination and the ever-evolving future was the persistent activism of my father and our elders. But that is no longer the case. The Coushatta tribe is significant in modern times. We will always be here. As I stand here today, the Coushatta tribe is one of the top 10 largest private employers in the state of Louisiana. And we only number less than 1,000 people. Not so bad for a small tribe in Allen Parish, of all places. In closing, we are the treasure of humanity this world doesn't quite know it needs. We are a culture of unconditional beauty and timeless strength. We need to stand in the truth of what we already are and trust the future our ancestors knew we'd be capable of preserving. We are not simply the present of today, but God's indefinite gift spanning lifetimes before and after today. Thank you all, and God bless you.